with an opening statement, and we'll take questions for the student athletes. Then we will dismiss the student athletes and then take questions for coach. Okay, so if you have a question, raise your hand. I'll call on you. We'll start with the student athletes first, please. Coach, opening statement.
Yeah, just thankful for Kentucky fans, the Big Blue Nation, for being a huge impact on our match last night, and certainly hoping for a sellout tomorrow at 5 p.m. I know I've heard the tickets are flying out, so make sure that you get in line to get them. But looking forward to playing Creighton. Obviously, a team that's had a ton of success this year. And presents lots of challenges with their offense and the way they play. So it's going to be exciting volleyball match tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Questions for student athletes? Raise your hand. We'll start in front of 10.
Molly, you've played against Creighton before. Just what type of experiences have you had? And just talk about specifically Ava Martin and then their middles and their setter.
Yeah, when at my old school, they were like our biggest rivals, so we played them like last year 3 times. And so I kind of wanted to play them because obviously it's different this year. Yeah, they have a good offense, and I think they just have a lot of experience. They have a few 5th years, 6 years, senior. So I think it's going to be challenging but fun game.
Kennedy, you had a really good match last night. Just you guys were really working the middle. Was that sort of the game plan for you guys, or did you just see something develop as the match went on?
I mean, yeah, I think our game plan was overall to just spread the offense. Sorry. I mean, yeah. Sorry. I don't know.
They did a great job. You spread the offense well.
We spread the offense well. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Sorry.
In the bag.
For either one, simple. What's it going to take to get a win tomorrow?
We'll start with Kennedy.
I think we talked about it just now in film, but just playing to our standard and, like I said, spreading the offense and really defending. Last night we did a good job at blocking and holding their hitters, their star players, to a lower hitting percentage, and I think our back row did a good well at defending them as well. So just doing that tomorrow, I think we'll really do a good job of that.
Molly?
Yeah, I just think we talk about this a lot, but just using all 14 players, and we're going to need everyone tomorrow. But I think it's important just to treat it like every other game we've played the last 30.
Molly, I'm curious what you see from the back row and what your approach is to Creighton's serve receive.
Well, I watched their servers yesterday, but I was more focused on the Cal Poly game first. So I really don't know until we watch their servers, but I don't really change my mindset every game depending on their serve. It's just you have the same mindset and serve receive every single day.
Sierra?
Can you just talk about being a sophomore and you seem to continue to get better, meeting the moments when you're put out there? Just talk about, I guess, meeting the moment.
Yeah, I think something that I really emphasize with Craig and just all the coaches is that just preparing every day like I'm going to play. I know obviously it's been said that me and Brooke have been switching out, but I don't think that has affected me in any way because at the end of the day we're all working towards the same thing. And so knowing that at any moment any of us can get put out there on the court and do our job, I don't think at any point anybody has ever doubted that. So I think it's just really easy, especially practicing how you play. It's not hard at all.
This team really, you guys have been, everybody talks about the offense, obviously, with the outside hitters and stuff like that. But defensively, you guys have been good both on the block and in the back line this year. Just talk about the defense.
I think it's kind of hard not to be good at it with how much we emphasize it in practice. I mean, with Amaya, her being one of the best blockers coming out of Louisville, we emphasize that every day in skill groups. And whether it's on the box or doing simple things, it's catching balls to work on our hand shape. I think it's something to just really be good at and easy. So.
Yeah, same with the back row too. I mean, all our defensive coaches, Mayor works with us a lot, but just incorporating different types of skills that I've never used before in my volleyball career, and so it's really cool to see those in the game as well.
In the back.
Molly, back to your experience at Marquette and those matchups against Creighton. What do you remember? What stands out to you about their style of play, those matchups? As you mentioned, it's one of the biggest rivalries that you guys had, and how they've been able to get back to this point again.
Yeah, I feel like those girls have been there forever. I mean, I've played them like 3 years in a row. And so I just think they just have a lot of competitive maturity, and I know we do as well. And so they're a really good team. They're always fun to play. They're nice girls, so yeah.
Anything else for the student athletes? Okay, we'll dismiss them at this time. And we'll have questions for Coach Skinner. Please raise your hand. In the back, Jordan.
Coach, is this the best team you've had since 2020?
Oh, man, you're going to make me do that? I mean, it's hard to argue with the results. I mean, we've won a lot of championships in a row this year. This team has, hosted the regional. So, I mean, on paper and wins and losses and things like that, it would be hard to say it isn't, but, they're a complete team in a lot of different ways, both on and off the court, and a very selfless team in terms of being excited for when other people do well. So I think they bring the whole package, and a team that gives us a great chance to be successful, even if one part of our identity isn't working on any particular night.
And then I have another one.
Sure.
If you guys win tomorrow night, how are you going to get to space?
Might have to be a simulator of some sort. I don't know. We'll see if we can come up with something.
In the front.
Craig, what do you see from Creighton, especially with the middle and then with Ava Martin? They were really good yesterday. Just what did you see from them?
Yeah, very balanced. I mean, obviously, everyone talks about Ava Martin and Reinhardt, but with Johnson behind the setter, and Brandewie, who played at Ohio State before she got to Marquette, their liberos experience from Cincinnati, great volleyball. Hotbed and Hayes from Iowa. I mean, they just have a group of people that is very experienced. They're, like Molly said, very mature in the way they compete. They're not going to give us a whole lot of points. We're going to have to earn them. So you score points by earning them with your block, attack, and serve, or the opponent's errors. And most of our points against them are going to have to come from how we earn it. They're not going to give them to us.
How important will serving be for both teams tomorrow?
Very. I mean, it was very important last night against Cal Poly with the speed that they run their offense, and then because of the diversity that Creighton throws at you with their offense, it'll be important again, and maybe not necessarily the velocity, which will be important, but more about what spots on the court may hinder some offensive options, because if they have all options in the front row and Martin in the back row, then our block is going to be spread thin. So we're going to have to find the right spots to hit it in the right rotations.
How much has the depth of your team just allowed you to go on the run that you guys have been on, that 25 in a row, and seem to be rolling?
Well, it's never easy in practice to be successful for the starting group, and so like we played a game the day before Cal Poly, and the starting group lost the first set. So, I mean, they need to be on point every single day. They need to execute, and, if you feel that type of pressure in practice, hopefully it transfers into games when you feel it then, and the depth obviously adds to that competitive environment in the gym. So it's huge, but then on top of that, Jordan coming in and getting a couple touches, couple stuff blocks, and kills is massive for, when we need something, we have people available to make plays. And Trinity obviously was huge last night also.
Anything else for Coach Skinner? In the back.
Craig, I wanted to go back a number of years. You coached Angela Oxley Barons way back in
Yes.
2000 in Nebraska.
Sure did.
What's it been like seeing what she's been a part of at Creighton? And I wanted to also get your thoughts on that 2000 Nebraska team as a whole.
Yeah, talk about a selfless competitor. I mean, Angie was an outside hitter most of her career. We asked her to play on the right side for that particular team because that was going to be the way that we would compete at the highest level. And she wasn't a prototypical right side. She could pass, she could play defense, she could block, she could hit, but she wasn't, an All-American at any one of those skills, but she was really, really good at all of them. So in the old days, you called that a technique player, and she was really good. But the way she gave herself and surrendered herself to to that team was why we were able to go undefeated and win the national championship. And so, just huge amount of respect for Angie and the way she carries herself, integrity all the way, every day. You know, and I'm sure that those players love playing for someone like her.
Anything else? In the back.
As a follow-up to that, that team was led by a first-year head coach, ended up having a pretty successful career. Ryan Rosen in his first season at Creighton, what do you make of the job that he's done?
He's done a tremendous job. I mean, you got to take advantage of the strengths of your team, and the strength of Creighton's team is their experience and balance, and their setter that distributes the ball. So I think he's doing the right things by putting the players in the right position for them to be successful. And that was something that, you know, Coach Cook, you know, had to do his first year. And you know, he set the bar pretty high. So when you set the bar pretty high, the pressure's on after that first year. But you know, Brian's done a great job.
Anything else? All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys for being here.